First of all, I'm going to say greetings going out to Mr. Freddie McGregor.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Yeah, everything is good. We're in Jamaica, just holding a vibe.
Well, talking about Jamaica, holding a vibe there in Jamaica, you was on the event called Rebel Salute.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, now, here in the UK, England, right, a lot of people are talking about how wonderful your performance was there at Rebel Salute.
Yes, it was a nice performance. It reminded me very much of being in the UK performing. Because the UK is my favorite place to perform, really.
Mm-hmm. But it's nice to be international and be home and you're being received by your people. That, Carl, when we're talking,
when they work at Jamaica, the vibe nice. It's really nice.
Right. Carl, when we're talking about Freddie McGregor, let's start with when you were young, working with the group Clarendonians in 1965, along with Ernest Wilson and Peter Austin, when you all expanded into a trio with the addition of you when you were 7 years old, singing sensation Mr. Freddie McGregor. Now, tell us about from them time there and take us through your life career to who you are today.
Well, really and truly, my career really started out by being introduced by Ernest Wilson and Peter Austin, who were already members of the Clarendonians group. And the Clarendonians was truly one of the top groups around at the time. They were the ones who took me to Kingston when they had a recording session at Studio One. And Ernest's mom told them not to leave me, and so they took me into Kingston, and that's where it all started, and it has continued from there on until now, pretty much.
Now, tell us about...
Ernest Wilson and myself, to begin with, Ernest's real name is Ernest Fitzroy Wilson. So, this had released a number of songs under the name Fitzy and Freddie, to include Why Did You Do It, Do Good and Good Will Follow You, which is on the Clarendonians album, among many, many other songs. Because Ernest and I, we recorded a lot of songs together without Peter. And then I started to record a lot of songs by myself too. And that was Dad's tutelage. And it has continued like that for a while, And then I branched out on my own, joined a band called the Generation Gap Band. And we started to do the entire circuit from the nightclubs to the school graduation balls to the office parties, etc., to the clubs. And that really helped to build a real positivity within myself as a singer, because I became more flexible. I had to do like the top 40. So whether it was Sparrow or Blue Magic or Stylistic, or the Spinners or Stevie Wonder or whoever it was, I had to try and do them as good as always, trying to better the original. So in a sense, what that do is help to build your flexibility and your versatility. And that's what happened for me personally. And then, from there on, we started to record, because I learned one thing from them. The way to get yourself established is for people to hear your voice. And for people to hear your voice, it means you have to record. And Dennis Brown was one who taught me that more than anyone else. He always say to me, "Yo, Priest, I have to do this record some good tune. When it happen, it will happen real time." And, that's always in the back of my mind, record. Then you start hear your songs are play, and people start to become more familiar with your sound, to the point where people hear you and can say, "Oh, yeah, I credit that." And, just keep building. It's a lot of hard work, but, most of the story that I'm inside of my book, because, I write my story, my life, and reggae history. And a lot of other information will be included in the book as opposed to being in interviews.
So when do you think we'll be seeing the book being released?
Well, hopefully for 2015. Right now, as it is 2015, is really busy. And we are getting dates. Dates are coming in. I don't know. Probably due to the lack of reggae artists like myself, because sometimes I look back at it and I think, coming like a man, Kojo really leave out the place. Kojo meaning Barrister, man. Right. But, we're not the only ones, but like from that generation, of artists. And so you think, well, that's probably the reason there are so much offers for events. And events happen everywhere in the world, US, Europe, UK, Caribbean, Canada, all over the place. So, but you know, we're thankful that we're here to work still. And that's for me personally, I give thanks because here I am working with some youth that I too admire and wish them well. And that's some youth that really listen to me, respectful of me, and them learn every chance them get. That's from me and Virgo and Christopher Martin. I'm a dupes them. Then we have the likes of Johnny Osborne. When we call him Bum because I'm a part of that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really a nice family unit for Valentine and Terry, and I'm a youth, as well, a kid young singer of that time. And to so, wow, this is special. This probably just need a very responsive and it's over.
Okay.
It might be too much. Yeah.
And this will all be happening in Birmingham on the 14th of February, right at the New Bingley Hall. Right.
Yes.
Now, Freddie, like how you're talking about the New Bingley Hall and being here, there's a question that the public has always put me to ask the artist, and the question is this: because of what has happened in the past with artists and visa, can you reassure us in the UK that all documents are in order?
Can you repeat the thing about the visa, please?
Yeah, because of what has been happening in the past with artists and visa, can you reassure us in the UK that all documents are in order?
No, I have had my UK visa for well over a week, maybe 2 weeks, because I've been traveling back and forth to the US, and so I can't afford for my passport to be here for too long. So there's a program that we have to be on, because here I am. I'm leaving on Thursday for Grenada again, and I'm back to Jamaica and then on to Canada immediately after, then come back. We put in one more rehearsal and then we're off to the UK. But I can assure you that all the musicians, everybody's visa has been approved and everybody's good. We're just rehearsing, looking forward to getting there.
Thank you very much. Now, Freddie, talking about Freddie McGregor, this is very, very serious, because when I look and I say Freddie McGregor started at the age of 7, when we're going back, we're talking sometime in the 60s.
Yeah, 1963 to be.
1963, and you are here now this day with the same melodious voice that you have.
Well,
I think it's
a blessing, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to the public right now, I think you should be crowned Sir Freddie McGregor for all the things that you have done for reggae music from the 60s, 63 till now, right? And you are here, still on tour. You should have that title, Sir Freddie McGregor. What do you think about that, Freddie?
Well, if that title is ever going to be given to me, I think it would have to come from the UK. Because the UK people, I think, understand Freddie McGregor's career the best. And I have no qualms in saying that. Some of my more memorable concerts have been in the UK over the years. And I respect the UK audience for not just loving the music, but understanding it in depth. Mm-hmm. And that's why England is first on my list personally. But, we never usually work and try to assume titles. The people really have to give it to us, Mm-hmm. The people have to give it to us. The people have to give it to us, and, that we accept it. But whatever the people say is what we respect and appreciate.
Well, I feel the people will agree. Now,
but I think the music needs leadership, though. Because then what you find happening is everybody jostling for leadership, and no one person can take the lead when it comes to our music. It has to be a collaborative effort. One artist will shine, and you go for a while, and you will have to make another album and come with another set of singles, while another artist takes that spot. And it's just a recurring thing. So, not even Michael Jackson ever stayed number one forever, so to speak.
Right.
So we just have to position ourselves. But I think if we were to respect leadership as such, and pay respect to the people who are the leaders of it, we might have seen a difference within the music. But, it is happening, and we see a lot of stuff happening, a lot of young artists coming through, and we admire them. We're keeping our fingers crossed that they're going to turn out to be some real champion artists so the thing can continue. So it's all good. It's all good.
All right. And another thing now, Freddie, is that the younger generation look at a man like you and say, wow, it's 1963. Wow. And you know something, I'm still...
I say that to myself all the time, too.
Now...
No, I say that to myself all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised hearing somebody say that.
Now...
To be honest with you.
When someone look up to a person like yourself and say, I would like to sustain his ability the same way that you have sustained it for all these years, he is asking within the people, how you do that?
So I don't really do it, to be honest with you, because there's another side to the thing, There's a spiritual side to the thing. And we know we don't do anything of ourselves. We just follow the works of the Almighty, and whatever I'm asking us to do, we do, and try to follow suit. So it's not anything that me personally can take any credit of any sort for. But we just want to obey the rule, obey the order, and let's proceed with wisdom and maintain the goal ahead of us, which is what is most important, the goal, that vision, to make reggae music spread across the earth and get that message out there to the people so we can win souls to the Almighty. Pretty much that Bob Marley did that done, and that's all we need to get back to.
Right. Okay, now, one of your greatest moments, I'm going to remind you about it, is when you performed with an orchestra.
Yes, it is. I'll tell you something about that. I am very proud of that event. I'm very, very proud of it because until today, people still talk about that event here in the U.S. and in Jamaica and around the world, Canada. Wow. People gravitate to that DVD and that CD. They truly loved it. And, I'm really pleased that I was able to be one of the artists and that lineup along with John. And that night, I told John from here on, for me, he is Sir John Wood.
Okay.
And so, it kind of started to stick with him. And I'm a little disappointed that we really never got together and gave him that Sir, that official Sir John Wood. And while he was alive, because John's contribution is, words can't explain it, music-wise.
Mm-hmm. All right, sir. Freddie McGregor, I'm going to start it from now. Anyway, all right, we're going to have to go now. Let me explain to you, because this is a live broadcast, right? You've got Austria that's logged on listening to you. You've got Australia, right?
Big up Australia,
right.
all the world.
You got Jamaica, you got Canada, you got Spain, you got Belgium, you got United Kingdom, all right? You've got Nigeria, you got Russia that's logging on as well, also Italy.
Wow.
So
that's amazing. Yes.
Well,
some respect to all the listeners, and thank you for keeping the music alive, because without you, we're basically nothing. So enough respect.
And I want to say thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule for really having words with us, and hope all is well. And we'll see you here along with Romain Virgo, Johnny Osborne, Christopher Martin, also Terry Lynn, and you yourself, Sir Freddie McGregor, on the 14th of February at the New Bingley Hall, which has got a bit of Valentine's showcase.
Yes, I know the people's gonna come out, so just come early so we don't miss anything. Run, come, rally round, Rastaman can make we have some fun. Show where you follow. Run, come, rally round, Rastaman camp, where the article one. Freestyle it. They pon the farmer, look pon the animal bill. Horse them a graze and a something a gone. Kalalua plant everything well nice. Getting water tomorrow so the farm will green. Upon the farm we're there right now still, so we're going to say what our meditation feels sweet,
Give thanks and praises always. I want to say thank you very much, and we will meet again along the journey.
Yes, man.
All right, Freddie. So
That's what we'll see in a couple of days, actually.
okay, that's great. That's great.
All right, yes,
How about, your Stingray family? You can pick up your Stingray family, the whole of your friends.
yes,
having a
my
car.
family live, man. Billy, Ray, Nicole, the entire crew, the
Maris.
daughters, Sarah, Aisha, my granddaughter,
Right.
Amira, everyone, man. Just bless other people, and just stay focused. And may God bless us all.
And something,
Okay.
there's a lot of questions that I really needed to ask you. Like even talking about when you was amongst Observer, doing an album for Observer 90, and then you done some songs for Ras, and then you moved on with your label called Big Ship. Before you can go, can you just give us a rundown of all of those things?
Well, it's when the youth I grew up now and with their own Bob, him always encouraging, like him always have said, whoever man should have them thing and them little thing that so also Bob come and have him own a studio and run him thing. We as youth just realize that that is the right thing for the one. It's a thing that we must do. But of course we weren't Bob Marley then and we never have the resources and whatever it required. But in the back of me, that was the thing to do. So after my deal with Polydor expired, I opted not to re-sign. I just moved on and started my label because I want to one day become a Polydor. I know you have to start from somewhere, so I started. So that hope is still alive, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I want to say thank you very much. We've got it there from the captain of the ship, and we know him as Sir Freddie McGregor. I'm not changing to know. So I'm going to deliver it anytime you play the song.
You can keep it live there. I love it there.
All right. Give thanks and praises. Yeah,
No,
Freddie.
respect.
I bless.
Yes, brother.
Respect.
Yes.